You're watching the Emmy Award-winning KFOX 14 News at 9.
Good evening. We have some breaking news to tell you about. El Paso police are at the scene of Delta and Huerta near Clardy Elementary. This in south central El Paso. Just within the last hour, we have learned that one person was transported to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Now, because this is so new, we do still have a crew on the way. We do expect to have a live image coming up here in just a few minutes as soon as we get here. So please stay with us. As soon as we get more information, we'll bring it to you live. And moving on to our next top story of the day, 700 children in Border Patrol custody in El Paso will get a medical assessment immediately. This comes after a second child died in the agency's custody this Christmas morning. Good evening, I'm Adriana Candelaria. Those details are reported by the Washington Post this evening. KFOX 14 News at 9's Jayla Washington has the story, and that's first on Fox tonight. And in Guatemala, the family of Jacqueline Cal laid her body to rest this Christmas. Her family says Jacqueline fled the country with her father in search of a better life in the United States. Her body was returned to Guatemala on Sunday after it was transported by plane from Laredo, Texas. And now an update from that breaking news that we told you about at the top of our show. El Paso police have now confirmed that shooting we told you about is officer involved. This happened in south central El Paso on Delta Drive and Huerta Street, just west of Escalante Park. Police dispatchers confirm one person was transported to UMC in code 3, which means serious injuries. We do have a crew on the way. We're just waiting for them to get that live picture for us so we can show you what the scene looks like at the moment. A Mexican governor and her husband, who was a senator, are dead after a helicopter crash in central Mexico. This happened Monday in Puebla. Marta Erika Alonso and Rafael Moreno were killed when their helicopter came crashing down shortly after takeoff. Authorities believe 3 other passengers were on the helicopter. The Mexican president, Andrés Manuel López Obrador, says that he's ordered an investigation into that crash. Alonso had just taken office this month. All right, now back to that breaking news. It appears that we now have our crew out there in the scene. You can see at least 2 police cars. This does seem to be a neighborhood area. Again, this is in south central El Paso near Delta Drive and Huerta Street. You can see a 3rd police car is out there at the scene. You can also see that there's some crime tape that is up. You see some house with its holiday lights. Today, of course, is Christmas, and you can see that there appears to be even more police cars further down the street. A police officer there appears to be taking notes. As we told you, this is happening just 1 block away from Clardy Elementary, just west of Escalante Park. It came into our newsroom just within the last hour, so this is very breaking news, very fresh into our newsroom. Police dispatchers have confirmed one person was transported with serious injuries to UMC. And of course, we are working to gather more information. Stay with us on kfoxtv.com as soon as we find those details. If you're done with your Christmas tree, coming up, we'll show you when and where you can have it recycled. On the docket, the case is heading to the Supreme Court next year that could have far-reaching complications. That's coming up on KFOX 14 News at 9. It's coverage you can count on.